The
And we're
Getaway,
back.
that game was called I was thinking of, by the way.
So it was the Getaway.
It's called The Getaway, not Getaway Drive, it's called The Getaway.
Ah.
I remember the game cover art, and I was had a quick look and figured that one out.
Yeah, but it was almost as bad as Wheelman. Was it the Wheelman? Vin Diesel?
I honestly can't remember.
It was an Xbox title, I think. Then you had... I used to like the driver games.
Apart from that really difficult tutorial one, I think it was the second one.
Yeah. You had...
Where you're in the underground car park, I all the slaloms and everything.
You had Driver. It was Driver and then Driver to San Francisco or something like that.
That Driver Parallel Lines was a really interesting idea. You remember that one?
Yeah.
Where you could take over any person in any car. You
Yeah.
like you were like in a coma or something, weren't you? Was there?
Yeah. I need to go that
You give me a
way.
minute, I'll be ready to skip the night. I just kind of want to get something finished.
I was hoping to try and get the bloody contract finished.
Well, if you want to get it finished, yeah.
I've got
It's not like daylight issue right now, is it?
No, I've literally got a pass to do.
Yeah, that's fine. I've got like one to do on mine, so we extend a little bit today just because we, like I say, it's starting to go a little bit darker now, but it's still not going pitch black on us just yet.
No. So if I run that at 3, then I just turn it a bit. That should be enough to cover. Yep. Stop. And do that.
I'm a time.
Wrong button. That one is now, that contract is now done.
There we go. Mine's only about a minute or so away.
So, the thing... Countdown game.
On the tin.
No, there was something I was gonna say. I can't remember what it was. Did you get much use out of your Xbox Game Pass?
Only for stuff we do at the moment.
I mean, I was playing last night. Obviously, I streamed with Tim, and he recommended a game to me, and it's is it Just Ant or something like that. It's a it's basically, how to describe it? It's not to the Death Stranding level of walking sim, but it's like a kind of like a walking simulator, but not, because you're actually climbing.
Right, my contract is complete.
I just need to get
I need to get back to my yard.
this back to my yard. And it's quite interesting. I mean, I got to...
I keep thinking when I'm bored, should I go back and play some more Turbo Golf Racing?
Yeah, but then that would put you levels ahead.
I know, but it's just a good game.
I know it's a good game. Really should do more of it.
Yeah, I think we do need to make time to do a bit of that. Maybe we'll feel like if we're doing it with a bit of a gap between this finishing and the next.
Well, it's not just that. I'd like, that's one for all, like with Alan as well, and Tim, and...
Alan and Tim, that went really well for us that time.
It was fun. It's just there was one game I miss that we didn't do in such a long time.
What's that?
We probably did we ended up doing like 2 streams on it.
Go on.
It was that one where you had all the crazy goings on. I can't remember the name of it. It was
Oh,
one we...
like rubber bandit style thing.
No, it was one we picked up on PS Plus.
Oh, I'm gonna have to go back and look. We've got a lot of games now.
Oh. No, we were
Are you
in...
ready for Justice League?
Yeah, go for it. It was one where we were in cars. Oh, God. Did Alan join us at one point for it?
You're gonna have to give me more than that.
I'm trying to think. That's what's getting me. Oh, I can see the I can see the game card, but I just
Well, describe that to me. Maybe that'll.
it had a blue background. That's all I can tell you right now.
Blue
With
background.
I'm gonna have to look. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just literally if you see me looking down, I'm actually looking at my phone a minute because I can see it on there. It was not Rocket League. Yeah,
Oh, I think we got Rocket League.
Alan did join us. Oh,
Crossout?
Onrush.
Onrush, that was it. Oh, God, yeah, that game was good.
That game was just crazy.
Yeah,
There is stuff like Crossout, but yeah.
I remember Crossout was a game we played a little bit early on.
Yeah, Crossout, Onrush. What was the other? Obviously, I know there was like Worms, stuff like that. I know we've already talked about Worms. Oh. Apparently there's another Division game coming and all. I'm kind of, for want of a better word, bar one Ubisoft title that's coming up, which is Skull and Bones, which is piquing my interest. I'm kind of done with Ubisoft games. Yeah, no problem. What about you, Alan? What's your feelings on like Ubisoft games now? Need to basically pick all this up. Doing good on food. So David's just had to step away a minute, and then he will be back. How are we doing for sugar? Yeah, doing good on sugar here. Good on sugar there. No, there isn't. Well, apart from Assassin's. One of the Assassin's Creed, but other than that, like I said, there is going to be a new Division at some point. But I'm kind of done with Division. I enjoyed the Division, but I'm done with it. Yeah, but problem is, it's like you can kind of say the same thing about Call of Duty. Never seems to be anything new there. Or I get why people do play Call of Duty. You know, people could say that about this game. Well, there's not really new stuff here. There's new stuff coming, but yeah, it's same stuff every year, almost. Yeah, Breakpoint. Breakpoint Ghost Recon, they were good. Yeah, I know, that's the thing. I know you play COD, that's why I said it. But there doesn't... With COD, they seem to stick to the old formula. Like, a bit like I said, like this game. They stick to the old formula.
Terribly sorry about that, folks.
He's back.
I'm guessing you saw my message in the chat.
Yep.
Yeah, fair enough. Sorry about that. He rang the other line, so I couldn't just ignore it because he got answered.
Yeah.
Sorry, what was the conversation? I see Alan talking about Call of Duty. That launches, is it in 2 days' time?
I don't know. That's one game I keep out of the loop of. No, what I was saying was, what do you think of, like, generally what do you think of Ubisoft games? It's like when I said I'm done with Ubisoft games.
This is where I have the issue that I don't necessarily zone in on the publisher logo, so I'm not always the one to... I mean, Ubisoft and stuff like that was Watch Dogs, wasn't it?
Watch Dogs, Assassin's Creed, Rainbow Six,
Yeah, I don't
The
necessarily
Division.
go out my way. The Division was a game we did quite a lot in at the time.
Me and Alan did The Division, and The
You
Division,
dragged me into it.
Division 2. There is going to be
Yeah.
a new Division game, but it's not piquing my interest.
What makes you say you're done with what is it about Ubisoft?
It's just, there's nothing new. Apart from, like I say, apart from the likes of Skull and Bones, that seems to be piquing my interest because of what it is. You know, like...
Yeah, that's just going to be like, yeah, Sea of Thieves, basically.
Sea of Thieves type. Not as... You know, not as Sea of Thieves hands-on type. Well, it is going to be... to describe Skull and Bones is when you do I believe when you do multiplayer in like Skull and Bones, each person has their own ship.
Right, so it's not like Sea of Thieves where we...
No.
There is a test drive coming back, Alan. There is.
Oh, that's it. Big news from the BTCC side of games.
Yeah,
It got canned.
Well, funny thing was, I was doing some, technically right a roundabout way, I was listening to something else, and basically the license for it was owned by a company called Motorsport Games, who apparently have a long history of buying titles and then just sitting on them.
It's just the fact that they didn't do the contract.
Yeah, but like I said, I think this Motorsport Games, from what I was reading, what I was listening to, because for many years iRacing have done a 24-hour Le Mans.
Yeah.
And then Motorsport Games bought the licensing, so they weren't allowed to do it. They said they tried it, lawyers turned up, so next year they did just a 24-hour race around the same time. Was at Le Mans, but didn't call it Le Mans, but still the lawyers turned up. And then the year after they just did a series of endurance races which finished at a certain French circuit at the same time, and the lawyers turned up.
Yeah.
Apparently Motorsport Games, they managed to get exclusivity rights, but then don't do anything with them.
No, and I'm sorry, but I would have loved to have seen a British touring car game.
I struggle to see British touring cars having enough appeal to warrant a game on its own.
Well,
As a fan of the series.
Yeah, but the problem is, it depends whether, you know, we could have lost the IndyCar game and all.
That's the thing to me. If we're going to do a BTCC game, bring it in with other, because there's plenty of touring car championships across the world.
Yes, but the problem is they're already bringing it. I don't know if it's R Factor or it's one of the other racing sims that there is already like.
R Factor do a little bit, and there's one or two others do little bits, but a proper game that just focuses on touring cars across the world.
Yes, but who?
Aussie V8s,
But yet again,
DTM, BCC.
who's got some of them games? I think Motorsport have got some of them, and I can't remember which one they've got.
But
They
then
just,
you're like,
they
I mean, they give it to
kind.
someone like as much as you might not like them, EA Codemasters to actually do.
Yes, but it. Docker was Codemasters.
That's what I'm saying. Give it back to them to.
No.
Because most games clearly aren't planning to do anything. They just
Yeah, give it back to Cody as well. Give it back to Cody.
Do our EA these days? It has to be said.
And watch you give it back. Yeah, give it back to Cody. Watch you completely f it up.
You gotta hope they never learn from the disaster this year's F1 game.
Oh no, EA will happily sit there, take the profits, and just put the shite on Codemasters. Yeah, there is. Like we're going back to the test drive. There is supposed to be another test drive. I don't know if it's next year or not.
There was a gameplay trailer. You won there a while ago. I remember talking about it.
Yeah, I don't remember. Don't remember the game of it. Don't remember the name. Sorry, the name of it. It's test drive something, isn't it?
Yeah, I can't remember exactly the time. I remember we were talking about it on a stream.
And see, which was the better test drive in both of your eyes?
The one I spent the most time on was probably 2. Maybe it was just the timings of me coming into it. I remember it was 2 that was set on Hawaii, wasn't it? And you had basically the whole island.
Hmm.
That was the one I definitely have the most memory of.
Because there was Test Drive Unlimited.
Just cruising around that massive island.
Yeah, Test Drive 2. Alan says Test Drive 2. The test drives were a good game. They were.
Yeah, they were. 100%.
But then
again, we had stuff like, could you not class the Crew as maybe that style of game?
Maybe, but the Crew was all. Yeah, again.
The Crew had a lot
Yet
of
again,
somehow
Ubisoft.
Because there is another Crew just launched. There's in Motorpoint or something like that. Which I've not even looked at, didn't you? I think I remember mentioning it to you literally about 2 days before the launch, and I've heard nothing about it.
Yeah, there is a new Crew game,
I am
but
not exactly enthralling myself in gaming news the way I maybe used to. So titles are coming past for me, not because I'm just not looking in those kind of circles, I guess.
I knew about the new Crew game. It just
Motorfest. Something like that. I suddenly got a load of adverts before YouTube videos.
Yeah.
Is how I knew about it.
But it just, like I say, it just doesn't interest me. I've not gone off racing games. Far from it. Just where I would have had the interest in the Crew and stuff like that at one point, I just don't have interest in it. Because they were good, but there wasn't enough there to keep my interest. It's like Need for Speed. You know.
Not Need for Speed wasn't a bad game. It had some, I actually wanted to do more with that game than I did, and that's not getting at you guys. That was just me a lot of the time.
See, I'm like that, Alan. I'm 50-50 about F1 next year, but
I am, but I'll end up buying it.
But I'll end up buying it because it's F1.
It's like this next GTA. Let's be honest. We're all just sitting back and.
Oh,
we know the direction Rockstar have gone, and we know how it's gonna go.
We'll buy it. We'll buy it.
Yeah. And we'll bloody love it.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be microtransaction to hell, shark cards to 11.
Well, yeah. And do you want to know something? Do you want to know what I kind of hope happens? It doesn't take off. It doesn't. The microtransaction side, I hope it doesn't take off as well as GTA.
Well, at least GTA Online does.
Yes.
Shark cards make them millions.
I know, but what I'm saying is I'm hoping that it doesn't. Because at least they're not gonna go. At least they're not gonna go down the EA route.
The subscription route, anything like that.
No,
As far as we
the
know,
loot box bollocks.
I mean, they tried with this GTA Plus, which I don't think particularly took off as well as.
Red Dead Redemption 2 is 5 years old.
God, and they abandoned that quicker than the Ginger Stepchild, didn't they?
That was the problem. Like we'd had the discussion before about Red Dead Redemption 2 was they locked themselves into a situation with Red Dead Redemption 2. Honestly, I would have enjoyed Red Dead Redemption 2 without all the online. I know we've had some great moments in the online.
Oh, I agree with. I know what you're saying. I agree with you.
I think it would have probably perhaps sold them better to release as a single player, bang it out on PC as well. And yeah, I think it'd have been far better suited to a single player because the online
yeah,
just...
Plus, like we said, Rockstar, when they figured out what GTA made a lot of money, they couldn't follow that pattern with Red Dead.
No, because
there wasn't the options there.
Well, yeah, but they shot themselves in the foot by trying to do the online, but it's set in a western. What can you really do? Yeah, or as a co-op story mode. Do some.
What I've said to you before, Fallout.
Do something, yes, but do something that Bethesda could never achieve.
And what I would have done to have Fallout 4 was a co-op game.
There is a mod, but
there is a mod, yeah, but honestly, if Fallout 2 had just been Fallout 4, but your companion could be a second player.
yes.
That would have been, and I think we would have had an amazing run with.
Oh, we'd have done something with that. I mean, people could, well, nobody's, and it's like, so far where I am with Starfield, because I have a lot of other stuff that I've been recording, etc, etc. If I stream Starfield, then maybe I would get further than I actually am with it. But I'm enjoying that because
sometimes it's nice to play games slow.
I'm enjoying.
Not like rushing through as if you're trying to.
Oh, you're trying to complete it, yeah. I know. I mean, Starfield is just generally, yes, it isn't without its certain little tweaks that Bethesda could have fixed. There's a little bit more inventory management, unlike Fallout 4. But I'm still enjoying it. It hasn't got to the point of where I'm about to say, right, I'm done with it because of it. And there's plenty of games that I could. There's plenty of games I still need to actually get on with. God of War being one of them. But that involves me hooking up cables and doing all that lot, and yeah, that's one for soon, but that might be just a case of me one day just having an absolute long session. Yeah, the F1 careers stuff, career mods.
Yeah.
Starting as a reserve and build your career up. But the problem is, it's who's going to listen.
But how would you simulate that? But how would you simulate that being a reserve driver? You just have to stand around for race weekends.
Well, you'd have to get put into one session, wouldn't you, really? Or there'd have to be a case of, well, the main one of the second drivers is ill or had an accident and stuff, but then that takes away from them. So
Yeah, I'm not getting at you. I like the idea. I'm just
no,
saying
I'm
you
not.
need to be
This is
able.
just what Alan's put.
Yeah, I know, and I'm saying to Alan, I'm not saying it's a bad idea. I'm just you'd have to sort of flesh it out a little bit because you wouldn't be happy if you did an entire season and just drove like 2 practice sessions.
Hmm.
I think you as the player would want more involvement. Now you could say maybe even simulator time. Well, that'd just be the same as you played the game.
Yeah.
You know, you could do media stuff. You could have it so you were doing,
I
but it's how you would play that.
yeah. I don't know. The F1 games. The F1 game this year has been.
It does feel like one of the more rushed, doesn't it?
It's one of the more poorer.
Yeah, because it just feels like they've basically taken last year's, changed, moved a few drivers around.
Hmm.
Or as I've said in the past,
Ooh, that
do it
pallet.
the way
That pallet
do it the way
reset.
I've said. Do it the way I've said. Next year, don't bring out a whole new title.
What
Instead,
go down the add-on?
yeah, you want 2024 Cars and Drivers. Here's a £10 DLC
Yeah.
for anyone who already owns 23. If there's any new tracks, couple new tracks, there. Drivers moved around.
Yeah, but I know that the problem is we say that that's EA's business model for The Sims. It's technically not EA's business model. Well, yeah, it is EA's business model,
Well,
isn't it?
Max is EA own them these days.
Yeah, true. So, yeah.
And I get why they don't. I get why, because at the moment they're selling full price titles, no problem. But just from a personal, like I've said before, I think The Sims has a business model that so works well for consumers. People don't like it. And I get the DLCs for The Sims are a little overpriced.
Especially for the stuff, like just for some of the
Well, even for the main packs, I mean, 35 quid. There's a new pack launching start of December.
Great.
It's 35 quid.
Really?
That's a lot of money for an add-on.
Yeah.
That's a full price title from a lesser developer.
Well, yeah, it's near £35 nearly the starting price of the game.
You can get the main game for free now.
I know you can get the main game for free, but when the game first came out, before they decided to do the free side of things, it was more expensive.
But yeah.
Which
is why I'm saying for like F1, to me, if you're doing that, you'd make it 10, maybe 15 an absolute push. If there was like a couple of good tracks added.
Well, it's like, we're never gonna see Kyle Army. Is it Kyle Army? God damn it! Which one is it? Sorry, I was playing Forza Motorsport earlier today. Was it Kyle Army?
Off the top of my head, what was it called, that track? Alan, come on, you need to go to this kind of thing.
The South African one.
Yeah. Why have they not got a place for next year now?
No. You're not here about there was all the corruption and everything that went down. That's why it got dropped. It was
corruption in sport.
It was supposed, yeah, but it was supposed to be this year. It was supposed to be this year, but then it was all corruption and backhanders and all this sort of stuff. I was very surprised to see somebody on the grid walk.
I have no idea what you are.
You didn't watch the grid walk, did you?
No.
Benny Eccleston.
It was there, was it?
Yeah, I'm surprised. Considering he's been spared jail time.
Well, that's why he was there, because he's not in jail.
Well, he got done for fraud, didn't he?
Yeah, no, he did.
It's just like, wow, I'm surprised you're there. Surprised they even let you there.
He's still a. Let's just, if they banned everybody who'd had a run-in with the law at some point, the grid would be empty, including half the teams.
Yeah, love to know how Martin mentioned it. What did he say? I kind of zoned out for the grid walk a little bit after
You
the
know, I had
whole
a. Was it one this
MGK
year?
incident.
You know, it's like the obvious things. Was it one this year where Flavio Briatore was back on the grid?
Who?
Briatore, ex-Renault, the one who got banned over the Alonso cheating incident.
Oh, right, okay.
So,
Yeah.
obviously, even though he's banned from ever owning a team again,
Yeah.
but he's still obviously welcome around the paddocks because he was there.
Well, wasn't a certain person that's contesting the title there as well?
Well, Massa. Well, he's a Brazilian. Isn't
All
he?
right, so I know Barrichello was there. He said that he was surprised he was there. He's been trouble. Yeah, I must have missed that because I sort of turned the grid walk. I was paying attention, but not really paying attention because I'd turn the volume down because the whole Machine Gun Kelly bullshit. That was just like, oh dear God, Martin, why did you speak to him? Because he thought it'd be a good interview, and it clearly just was a complete and utter train wreck. I mean, I think he should, to be honest, I think he should give the grid walks up. I know he's probably going to do a grid walk for Vegas. Well,
I think this year's been him testing, cutting back. Because you know he's done a lot less this year than in previous years.
he's done a lot less grid walk and a lot less races. I'm
so
honest.
I think he's honestly slowly trying to sort of cut back.
Yes, but please don't let Danica Patrick or Bernie or bloody... Oh no, Bernie maybe. Danica Patrick, don't let her do a grid walk again.
Now this is where every time you say the mention the word name Bernie in F1, I have to remember now you mean Collins, not Eccleston.
Yeah, no, but well,
My brain, if I hear the name Bernie, my brain autofills the word Eccleston.
yes, well, he was at the Sao Paulo Grand Prix.
Yeah.
Don't call
I
him.
have to remember now you mean Collins.
Yeah,
They're very different. When you see them side by side, you understand why they're different.
yeah, the strategist from Aston Martin ex-strategist is who I'm meaning there.
Someone would say Eccleston was a strategist. He was when he came to tax returns. Damn it, but still doesn't work.
Mine does. Oh, don't do that, please.
Best thing is I never heard it, did you?
I didn't do it, that's why.
No, I pressed the quack button.
See, I did. I heard the quack.
No, I didn't.
I did. And everybody else will have done. Yeah. Like I said, I was very surprised to see him there. But, my God, he looks railed.
He's a good age.
I know he's a good age. But no, like I say, after the whole MGK incident, as soon as he talked to Machine Gun Kelly, I thought, oh, this is going to be a train wreck. Volume went down.
He would say about lap 15.
And then turned it up for the national anthem, and that's when I said, oh, I'm sure she forgot the words. At one point. Because it just seemed that way. Yeah. You know, I still enjoy Formula One.
Oh yeah, I do. It had points where it was very tough to defend to non-fans, but I think the last couple of years we've actually been back into very interesting territory. Yeah, there's the whole one guy running away at the front, and I get why that would put people off, I really do, but the same time, there's been a lot of good going on.
Yes, but at the end of the day, you've got to go back to the Mercedes dominance.
Oh yeah, yeah, but before that it was Ferrari. That's how these sports work.
Yeah. And I would never,
We're definitely getting one more full day in, aren't we, on this, and then we're selling on like a 4 bonus tonight.
guessing so.
This is now our last working day. We've got one more.
No, we've got one more.
Okay, because it's me. Just planning my next couple of moves.
I'm just looking at time. I was just looking at the clock that as well. We seem to have been flying through again.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had that with Ferrari, but I would not like to argue with a Tifosi. You'd probably get smacked with a pizza. That was me trying to be not as offensive as possible.
And then you turn and go, "Hey, what's your bad at you?"
But one thing, and I don't know if you two will agree with me, the only thing that I can't stand right now, asshole, is the toxicity between fans.
Oh, it's getting as bad as bloody football, isn't it?
You know.
And I will say, to me, it's all Drive to Survive. There's a lot to answer for in this.
Well, yeah, we know that.
I know that's going to get me some hatred from some people, but it is a case, it's a fact.
Yeah, but I don't, like I said, I don't mind Drive to Survive, but
I have nothing against new fans into the sport, because that's what gets money in, which is what makes it actually work.
I just feel there is a lot of toxicity within the fan base. That's not directed at, the any group of fans. There just seems to be, even as we've seen at recent races like Austin, the booing returned. Yeah. Even over like the drivers' national anthem, there was a lot of booing, and it's just like,
which is wrong. Totally unacceptable.
Oh, come on, grow a fucking pair, sort of thing. And it's just like,
grow up.
Yeah. You know, then there was a whole chanting Checo, 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 Checo. Yes, I get it. You like Checo. But the race is already...
Yeah.
Checo's not even on the podium, you know what I mean? I noticed that there wasn't so much much of it at Mexico. Well, there's not a lot they could do, really, because Checo, they watched Checo crash out.
Yeah. He had a better showing in Brazil, it has to be said.
He had a bloody good showing at Brazil.
Yeah.
And so did the GOAT.
Yeah.
Honestly.
You see that, by the way? I saw, I think Lando had tweeted at the end of the race, like, the grid where there was like 2 world champions and me.
Yeah.
At which point, Fernando replied, 3 world champions, you won the karting world championship.
Yeah.
Which I know was him trying to be nice, you know what I mean? It's just the way it was put.
Yeah, but it's Alonso's humour though, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's the thing. It's Alonso's humour.
They all guard the trophies now when Lando's around.
Yeah.
But no, it's Trophy's trophy again.
No.
That's what Alan said apparently.
Bro, oh, did he?
But once the bad when he breaks down is when he broke backs, he said there was a bit.
The one that cost quite a lot of money.
Did you see the one where it was after Qatar, wasn't it, where he just literally glued a 2 over the 3rd place at the bottom? Because obviously it was after all the podium and everything that...
Alright, Norris broke his trophy. Yeah. And so,
Although I still stop by, is it me or are the circuits having a competition right now as to who can design the biggest fucking trophy?
oh, it didn't look good, did it?
Because there's been a few this year that have just looked bloody awful to me.
Hmm.
What happened to when a trophy was just like, an actual trophy, not this? There was one that looked like a giant fruit bowl.
Yep. Then you had the bizarre one at Japan. That if you kiss the trophy, it actually changed the colours.
Yeah. It was supposed to do it to the country of the person who did it, wasn't it?
Yeah, it didn't do it for the constructors, but did it for
That's right.
did it for Matt. But the weird, that was it. So I rewatched a clip of the cooldown room on Facebook.
Okay.
Norris did swear they didn't catch it live on air.
Oh, right.
Because in the clip, they beeped it.
Ah, okay.
So they didn't catch it, didn't have chance to catch it live on air, which I understand, but I'm guessing even like Crofty or whatever didn't catch it. Even though they said he'd listen in, I don't think he catched it because he caught it because he didn't apologise for the language. And he did, he swore.
Oh, fair enough.
Because if you found the clip on the F1 on Facebook, they've got a clip of the cooldown room. But yeah, I listened to all the team radios as well. Back on a clip. Norris did sound really deflated after getting pole for the sprint. I don't understand why. But like I said, maybe he is just now getting exhausted with all the travelling.
We were on the third week of a triple header, weren't we?
Yeah.
I think you can forgive him for feeling a bit ready for a break. Probably looking forward to having this weekend off.
The weekend and then into Vegas.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, so I'm so looking forward to that.
I wonder how many of them will actually go to a casino.
I'm imagining the hotel the weekend will be stopping in one of the casinos.
Yeah.
Well, let's be honest, Ferrari usually gamble the strategies, so why not?
Well, yeah.
They do as well just to put it all... And knowing Ferrari, they put it all on black, not red.
And that's the problem. Where they'll have to have them all shelled in the same hotels.
Well, not necessarily. You probably find teams will all be together, but it depends. Cause I don't think F1. I think F1 let teams do their own.
Yeah, they do. They let the teams do their own, but I was more thinking just for
The general security.
security-wise. You think they would have had all the drivers sort of in the same place, but then that's more of a security risk having them all in the same place.
Yeah, it's swings and roundabouts, isn't it?
Just people would say, well, no, it's not a security issue having them all in the same place. Well, yes, it is, because if somebody comes in and decides to go boom with any reason, or for any reason, there's all your entire grid of drivers wiped out.
We've not got that many reserve drivers.
No.
No, I don't know what you're saying. Honestly,
They might just...
security will be on the whole of Vegas, not just the whole town will be able to basically lock down while it's there, I can guarantee it.
Oh, yeah. You never know, they might have them on it. They might have them just squirreled away in motorhomes on somewhere on the outside of it.
I doubt it. Some
What?
big hotel will be paying a fortune to be the home of Formula One.
What, Caesars or something like that?
one of them, I'm not 100% familiar with what hotels are out there these days. But there'll be some hotel that'll be paying an absolute fortune. They'll be able to call themselves the official hotel of F1.
Yeah.
If you ever watched any NASCAR, though, it's like the replays have their own sponsors. It's strange.
Oh, I know the replay. Yeah, I've watched NASCAR. I've watched IndyCar.
You know, you get to the point like Castrol, the official oil of the wheel nuts of IndyCar.
Hmm. But it's the same with like they seem to. There's another fertilizing contract there. There's another cultivating contract. Might as well get that one done then. Yeah, they tend to have weird like sponsorship for.
It's just like it's not like everything like the mobile one replay.
Hmm. But that's the Americans for you. It's like if you've ever watched a proper American TV show, they
their rules of product placement are a lot less strict than ours, aren't
they? No, they.
To us, when you do like product placements, you've got to clearly label that you're doing it. And
Yeah. No, they sometimes run things.
If you watch the Truman Show and they're like drinking a beer, a nice cool Pawtucket.
Yeah. That on the American shows, during the show they'll run like adverts for programs coming up on the channel and.
To be fair, some of our channels have done that before today.
Yeah, but they stopped that because it got complaints. Because it got distracting. Where am I going? Okay.
You don't know, then we don't have any.
I don't because I don't go over this side of the map.
Well, what field are we looking for?
It's over the other side of the map near my farm. 29.
If it's near your farm, you should know where it is.
Yeah, but I'm too far down. I'm coming down towards your bloody yard here.
Get away from my yard, don't you? Anywhere near my yard.
Why?
You'll have to do something.
How would I do something to your yard?
I don't know. You find a way. You build a fence across my gate or something.
And you know what the difference was between me and you?
What?
Maybe I should have built that fence. It might stop intruders coming through my farm.
You know, that was just the AI. That wasn't me.
No, but each time you've had to rescue them. It was quite
actually,
funny.
There's at least one that's like just drive through and out of the side itself.
I think one of that was actually me. It was inflicted by me, anyways.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, I think I caused him to. When I met him on the road at one point. Is there not a quick way? No. I was going to say, was there a quick way, but there isn't really a quick way from where I am right now. Because it's all fenced in. Just not going to be able to get this round. There. I'm glad some items are destructible. Like, you can drive through them. I mean...
Drive throughable, there's a word.
Oh, you... He said... Get off. Can't be bothered. Look. I haven't got time to be...
You having difficulties over there?
Baffing. So, I'm guessing you're in sort of a mad dash to try and make as much money as you can.
Yeah, sorry.
Do I really have to drink nearly every half an hour? there's a point where I'm gonna have to stop drinking because I will just end up getting full of gas.
And how will we notice the difference?
No, that's you. It'd be quite funny if David's AI is coming down the road right now. He's not going to pass me. He'll end up going in my yard. Because I'm literally causing a traffic jam.
Why doesn't that surprise me?
Because I'm sat in the middle of the road. See, the problem is going back to the whole gaming side of things. There's not a lot coming out.
No. But like I say, I don't know of a lot of stuff.
Well, the biggest game coming out this year is now out, which is Starfield.
Like I say, we're not Modern Warfare people, so like Modern Warfare 3 doesn't mean anything.
No.
To us.
I'm not a COD.
I think
Alan's the only COD player out of us.
Alan's the only COD beast then.
Excuse me. Starting again.
What have you done?
I'm getting gassy. You know, one of the next games that's on my radar will be in December, which will be the new House Flipper. That's one of my next ones, you know.
I genuinely have nothing on my radar at the moment, literally.
Skull and Bones, when that ever launches, might be one for me. He's already got the new one, but there's major controversy on it as it's basically a 70 quid DLC. Why doesn't that not surprise me?
So going back to what we were saying before, they're charging full game price for DLC.
Yeah. And like he said, there's controversy already on it.
But there's a slight problem, Alan. You bought it, so
yeah.
You've got your money, so.
But if you've actually bought it on PlayStation, then you'd be hard pressed to try and get a refund. Because Sony's refund policy is a bit of an arse at times. Because if you've downloaded it, you then can't get a refund on it.
Oh, right. That's a bit shy.
If you bought it and you've downloaded it, I don't get how that works. This is the thing. Yeah, I'm not sure on Microsoft's refund policy. Because I rarely...
Like Steam, where you've had to have played like less than 2 hours of it.
You got... Yeah, you've got less than 2 hours and 2 weeks for Steam. Is it 2 weeks?
I have no idea.
There's a certain time limit. It's under 2 hours. It's either under 2 hours, or if you've not got playtime on it, it's a certain time period. I think
well,
it could be 2 weeks.
That's showing you like your standard 14-day returns policy for remote purchases, then, isn't it? That's the same following of the UK law.
Yeah. And you know, right, okay.
Yeah, another funny thing, I think I saw it outside of a bus stop the other day.
He's already downloaded it as he's been playing the early access campaign.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, if you like that type of games, you like that type of games, but I think eventually I would get bored of... It's hard to keep focused on a game. That's why like I say, I've got that many games actually installed. I flip between them.
No, I'm the other way. Once I get into some of that, see, probably sometimes far longer than I should do.
Yeah. I know you've been a COD player. I know that.
Yeah,
We're not saying anything against it.
if that's the kind of game people like, then fair play. That makes you happy. Rock on. I'm glad people enjoy video games.
Might want to move
I
your
say personally,
mic just a bit closer to you.
sorry. Like I say, I just it's not they're not games I've used them for a bit of multiplayer stuff, especially back in the split screen days, and they could be a laugh for things like that.
Hmm.
But that's about the only time I've ever really played one. Wait, you're trying to come out and rival our new affiliate here?
Hmm. Yeah, but the problem is, even I noticed on Twitch, unless you've got a big following.
The trouble is, you'd be trying to stream a game that's very current and everybody's streaming.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the difficult part.
Yeah.
You'd be a small fish in a very big pond.
Hmm.
Where
That's
you
what.
can find games that are popular but aren't as well played, that's where you can find. I mean, we have success with the farm sim stuff because I think it's not as massively.
Well.
Well,
No, I. Yes, there may be a massive community out there, but like I say, if you were new to streaming, then it swings and roundabouts. Believe you me,
oh,
it's not. I mean, technically, you could stream it directly from your sodding Xbox. You don't need a PC to stream it. You just directly do it from your Xbox. You've got a Twitch account.
yeah.
You just
So
need to link it.
It'll be our new rival on a Wednesday night.
Yeah, I want to do some Forza streamed, but welcome to the club. If if you think if streaming's a hassle, then you wouldn't enjoy it.
That's it.
I used to think it was such a hassle, but I enjoy doing it now.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I'd love to stream Forza, but with the way Forza still is, if it crashes, like, you might get a crash midstream, and then, I'd have to do it through the PC because then it'd be a quick fix.
Yeah.
But streaming via console,
You know what you mean? I've thought about that, but streaming my side, but I've not quite. I think Microsoft's not quite got the power that his has. So I would do the edited videos later that can show you both.
I
Oh,
know
that's
what he means. There is a feature coming with Twitch. I don't know if it's just.
Yeah.
I don't think it's just affiliate. There is something that you can do, but it's currently in beta. I've not tested it. It will be getting tested at some point. I don't know when, but it's just. Yeah, just gotta wait and see on that front, because then that is a possibility of doing that. What have we got? Ooh. What's that? 82? Yes, please. And then I'm just going to go and get that and set a worker on that one. 82, 82, 82. Ah, that's where I was over there earlier. That way. I tell you what though. Done it again.
What's that?
That's one of the Valley episodes.
I haven't looked for a couple of days. Just one hit the big numbers.
It's in double figure.
Fair enough.
But it's about half. It's just over half of what the other ones did at the moment when I last checked.
Fair enough. I'm not arguing.
It's like when we do F1, people can see what you're seeing. Well,
Yeah. That's big. Well, no, they normally can, because normally they're watching Chris watch the replay cams.
yes, but
Fairly soon
I
into
know, yeah, but I know what Alan's meaning.
No, I get. Oh, I'd love nothing more than to be able
But
to
I
do it.
don't, like I said,
The only way we could do it to the standard that I think would work, we'd have to be in the same room for a fourth machine doing the broadcast, so people could,
yeah.
like TV doing live between.
Hmm.
Because I couldn't expect you to be able to like be in a race and be able to live switch between.
No, you.
It'd be difficult.
Hmm.
And when we're all as far away as we are,
Yeah.
the ability to do a reliable, fast enough connection between us is the other problem.
And I don't think, like, the whole thing I just mentioned about the stream together thing, I think that is only PC based at the moment anyways.
Yeah.
It's not, oh crap, move, quick.
Oh, get him. Oh.
I got off the track, lucky enough.
Oh.
I just,
now.
yeah, but I turned and saw it, saw it heading my way. I'm thinking, ooh, that's not good. Yeah, I think, like I say, the streaming together side is only PC at the moment. So,
Yeah.
that
They
one's...
did also do that. Did they not do something like that in the past where you could have like a drop down menu under it with different. If you were streaming with somebody else and they could swap between yours and their channel at like the push of a button? I'm sure that's been a feature in the past.
Don't know.
Well, it's not quite what you're saying. Basically, it was like you could put streaming with at such and such, and if they were streaming as well, they'd be able to just press that and go straight to their channel. And I think some people had set up where you could have like side by side.
Yeah, you could still do something like that, but Twitch have, like, brought this new thing in that gets rid of the, sort of eliminates that, and you're actually together on one stream. Like I say, without testing it, I couldn't tell you the full details. Really. But yeah, I get what you mean. The only, like you said, the only way you could do something like that, though, like the different viewpoints, would be basically we're either all in the same room together.
Yeah, you'd have to. We'd all have to go to a central machine with a fourth person on it who could then basically be the editor.
Yeah, or
And the broadcast comes out of that machine.
yeah. But yeah, that's more. You know, that's more.
Yeah, that's a very different.
a different setup. Very, very different setup. Wouldn't be hard to do, but at the
Will be
moment,
with other factors we have.
at the moment, it's cost.
Oh yeah.
You know, it would cost a lot.
Oh yeah.
Plus, you'd have to have a reliable internet.
That's the thing. There'd be a connection. There is all three of us have a good enough connection together now. We're not saying it might never happen because let's be honest, the way internet's going, one day, but as it stands, or if somebody wants to give us all a nice office we can all go and work in to do this and pay
Yeah.
us a wage, we'll all consider it.
Just don't. Just let. Yeah. No, I wouldn't go down the way. I wouldn't go down a warehouse route.
You just need an office building, so we just need an office really, wouldn't we?
Yeah. But it's just. It's. Well. Never say never, but.
Unlikely.
Yeah. I wonder what happens if I do this. Nothing on my end.
What did you do?
Push my add button. You won't see it because you subscribed. Subscribers don't see them. I've already found that one out.
Oh, fair enough.
Because Tim told me last night during the stream. And I'm happy, like I say, with the way things have set up now. I'm very happy with how the setup looks.
Good. It does look very good. I like what you've done with it.
I mean, the only thing, yes, there is that it's cutting the minimap out, but
Yeah, I mean, you could in theory, depending on how well you've got it, just move your camera up a little bit.
yeah, I'd have to be messing around with.
Your camera's not a separate item that you can just move around.
No. Well,
Right.
the way it's set, it's sort of fixed for that point.
Yeah. No, fair enough. I was just, I know some way somewhere it's set up, it's literally like an item they can just grab and drag.
I used to have it that way, but it got very inconsistent. If you know what I mean.
Right. Yeah.
It was very sort of inconsistent to how, you know, each place you would have to, each game we did, like Valheim would have to be moved,
Yeah.
or
Oh yeah. Guarantee wherever you put it, some game will want that real estate space for something.
yeah. So you know, just have it in one place is the best way to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, if I wanted to add anything else to the top, I can do. If I want to add something down to the where my logo is, I can do.
Yeah.
You know, I've still got the space there. But yeah, I am happy with it. There's not. If I want to tweak things, I can tweak them. But right now, I don't want to tweak anything. And the minimap's not really a big thing.
No, hence why it called the biggie map.
You know, it's not really a big thing. I can understand in other games it being a bit of a problem, but at the end of the day, what can I do apart from move the camera? But I've not got a lot of real estate to kind of
Yeah.
play with. And it depends what game.
No, I know exactly what you mean.